Stezo Radio is for adults only.
The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show.
Well, it's that radio show where we go toe to toe. Hot topic, dropping knowledge straight from Chicago, and it's our point of view. So tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing. Ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen because we spitting and simping.
The Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show.
Young and Kurt, that nigga, Nola, Flint the Pimp, Ricky Bobby, Shorty got him, Ancient Kurt, and Remy. Alright, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Stezo Radio. Once again, we welcoming in the new listeners on iHeart, Google Play. And yes, we still love our iTunes listeners and our YouTube subscribers. I don't want y'all feeling neglected. All right, we got 3 of the grade 8. Go.
It's DN back at the round table. If you want to follow me, I'll be in your BM's DMs.
What's happening? Got Remy in the building. See me at Instagram, Remy_SI.
First lady of the podcast, Nola Fox.
All right, y'all. On this one, we want to talk about New Chicago. I'm calling it New Chicago because of what the fuck is going on in the city. If you don't know, it's a lot of changes going on. A lot of what's the word they using?
Purifying.
No, I know the word you're looking for.
Yeah, what's the word?
What is it? The regenerator?
Not that.
Not just that. It's a term
they're
using where they trying to justify what they doing with the what we call the low end, the poor part of Chicago.
On some real shit. I get the few, you know what I'm saying, that actually go and hang and you know what I'm saying, but on some real shit, if you didn't have to go because your family wasn't there, would you go down there?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I still go down
it's
certain
shit,
things,
yeah.
but I leave soon after.
But again, like just naming it that way, like yeah, like there are certain spots where like, oh, you having a party down there? Yeah, I may slide through or probably not though. In my mind, I know I ain't going.
Depends. It depends on what's going on.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, it really
I ain't gonna even lie to
It
you.
really
Like
does.
if you just Joe Blow having that party, I ain't got to really.
And
show
it also depends on how long were you in the city, meaning were you raised in the city, and if so, how long were you raised in the city? Because I've known a lot of people that was probably raised in like Roseland, and they're terrified of Chicago. I mean, terrified,
which is weird, but
exactly, yeah.
Which is weird.
I know people, but they're terrified of the city.
But they live in Roseland.
I understand that,
weird,
but I'm saying that they're saying no, they lived in Roseland, and now
now they live someplace else.
They live somewhere else.
Oh,
now.
okay.
And
all
now, but they're terrified of.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I do street shit, and like I just know at a certain time I probably shouldn't be in certain areas. You know what I mean? Not because of the street shit, but just due to what happens in those particular areas at certain times. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. That same type of stuff can happen anywhere you go. But the higher probability of it happening over there is probably higher. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just because you and again, not going to say wrong place, wrong time, but technically wrong place, wrong time.
Now, let me ask you something. Seriously, like you said, would you be hanging out there if you didn't have to? What is there really to do in the city?
I mean,
Not downtown. I'm speaking the south side, the west side. You have your club here, your club there.
That's basically it.
But what is there to do?
Unless you
in the city,
you're not in the club.
It's basically the suburb. You know, maybe it took a switch because remember, a lot of people say, "Man, I'm going to go to the city to hang, to kick it, or do whatever." But it's like, what would you go to the city to do now?
Yeah, they kind of really did shut
It's
down
kind
a
of
lot
like
of shit.
it's nothing really
Like
there
the Cotton
to do.
Club. I mean, they shut down a lot
I
of
mean,
shit.
you got
in
your
the
club here, your club there.
but it's not main like
Right.
attractions no more.
Actually, they didn't,
But
they
to go
didn't
to the
really
lake.
shut it down. It's just more or less like if you've been living in the suburbs, that ain't your element of where you know the hot spots.
Exactly.
I was thinking that too.
But
I mean-
in the 90s, it was though.
No. Again, but
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, yeah, that's because you had the bigger the super clubs.
See,
Yeah,
it
so what's
shifted
the,
though.
yeah,
that's
that's
all
what I'm saying.
it
Yeah,
It,
but-
it kind of did shift.
Not necessarily because
What's the
again,
super club in the suburbs?
No, it's not that.
Well,
It's
the
just
super club in the
more.
suburbs would have been Adrian.
Like you have, like I put
Yeah.
to, I put to
that
you
would have been
like
the super club out because they
King
doing,
of Diamonds.
They're doing all the Gucci Manes and
Yeah.
fucking the concerts at those.
I put it to you like this: you had people, I think, in the past who lived in the suburb, but if they threw a party, it would normally be in the city somewhere. Now you have more people in the city, and when back then you had people in the city, if they stayed there, they threw a party in the city.
Yeah.
Now you have people in the city saying, "I'm throwing a party out here in the suburb."
Well,
I don't
I
know
think-
any.
Yeah.
I
do.
It's
I know
plenty.
none.
It's plenty.
I mean, again, don't get me wrong. Like you got certain people that like don't get me like I grew up in a lot of different neighborhoods. I fuck around in a lot of different areas, but at the end of the day, again, I'm only going around there. God damn it, doing certain hours. I mean,
yeah, I get that.
if this ain't my block, it don't need me to be around after dark.
Yeah,
And
But that's kind of
What you
because you're
doing
not
on the
familiar
block,
with it.
nigga?
I was just saying, it's not too many things to do in the city anymore. It seems
It's
like.
not though. I mean, honestly, come on, y'all. Let's
At one
let's
point
be
in
real.
time, it was.
What's the hot spots in the city? Like back in the day, you can go to the lake, go to Lawrence Fisheries, be on 79th. You had a fucking fantastic
Right. And
Saturday.
normally, like you
What's
said,
the hot spots?
and normally, like you
Hayes
said,
Park.
you said
Miami
your
Museum.
people. That's the lake.
Yeah,
but that shit is still juking.
Other than the
That
lake,
shit-
and them full of
My bad,
suburban
my age.
niggas, them bunch of suburban
Yeah,
niggas.
but like you
That's
go
my
there with
point.
the boats and shit at,
But-
and like a nigga with a boat,
but-
and you go out there.
yeah.
and
Like you said, if you know a nigga with a boat,
I mean, but it's certain shit that happen. I mean, don't get me wrong,
But it's
Like
not
High Park-
juking no more.
High Park, Bar Louie, perfect place to go hang out at.
no, not
Actually-
to hang out. But is it a hot spot like it was back in the
I'm
day?
just saying,
It is a hot
something
spot.
to
You
do.
go down to Bar Louie and High Park and have a great time.
Well, the thing is, the city did have a bunch of hot spots, but these young niggas, they shoot that bitch up, and so now
That's what I'm saying.
what the
They
city
get shut
does
down.
is they shut them down.
Yeah,
That's
Which
what
I
I'm
think
saying.
that should happen
And like
in
you
the
said,
suburbs too.
and like you said, you have your places that you said people would still throw parties, but I'm willing to bet that, like you said, the people that still throw their parties in, these are places they're frequent for years and years and
Yeah,
years.
they're regular.
They're just very comfortable there.
yeah.
But if you're talking about somebody who's turning 30 or something like that, a lot of their shit is in
Well,
the
It's in the
burbs.
I
burbs.
don't know them.
But if you're talking someone older, that's because they've probably been going to this place since 21, and that's been their spot since then.
They know the owner. They know every
Right.
bartender, the man
You
at
know
the
what I
door. They park up front.
Again, I think of just throwing parties. I think you really kind of judge that off the people you know, and like you might not want to have a party in the hood. I mean, that shit is.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I don't think they see it as the hood.
I mean, no, a person that lives there is not going to see it as the hood.
Yeah,
It's
they
gonna
just
be
see it
their
as-
hood, but
yeah.
it's not the hood. You know
Right.
what I mean? That there is a difference. But at the end of the day, like
I just-
all your people might be in the burbs.
But I think the city played a part of that too, though.
I think a lot of them motherfuckers.
As far as what?
As far as policing, I think the city started targeting certain after-hour spots.
Oh yeah, that's why
to
they
where
all gone.
motherfuckers didn't want to come back.
Right.
Like you go there for your cousin party, and yeah, it's a nice spot, but the police start fucking with you so hard, you
Right.
don't want to come back. Like you don't want to go back to that area or that spot to hang out on a Wednesday
That's
because
why-
last
No.
Saturday.
Well, see, I'll say this. I think the taboo a little bit has switched. Of like, at first niggas didn't want to come to the burbs because they go get fucked with by the police.
yeah,
And now it's almost like
It's that drive.
I mean, with that, but like now you go to the city and like, now they fucking with me too.
right. So it's like I don't want to
You know
go
what I'm
there.
saying? I mean, for real, I should just stay in the house.
Yeah,
You come out here to the burbs and have a great fucking time and I have to worry about the police.
I'm just saying, I know a lot of motherfuckers that's in the city, and they have no problem saying, I'm throwing a party that at a spot in Blue Island, whether it's Ravens,
Well, see,
whether
what-
it's Island Bar, and these motherfuckers from 40th. from
Well,
50
but like,
that's
real talk.
that's y'all age.
But
though.
again,
that shit don't.
When I said when it come to you, you were talking about people that you hang out. Those y'all been there since 21.
No, we
and
haven't.
y'all been there.
Yeah,
No, we
y'all
haven't.
been frequenting there
But
over
I-
over
say
10
this,
years. Would
just
you
No,
say
we
just because you
haven't.
threw an example out there, Blue Island, like I don't consider Blue Island even a suburb.
anything over the 100 is still a suburb?
It's
I mean, I don't
still
give a
the
fuck
Blue
what
Island's
nobody
still a
says.
suburb.
Anything past 95th is a suburb.
Exactly.
It is, but
Don't give a fuck
come on,
nobody
man.
says.
You don't think so, but
Yeah.
niggas in the shy think so.
They extended
Hell
that
yeah.
red line so y'all niggas can come out here and get to 130th. I mean, so they're changing
From
our lives
the city.
From the city.
Imagine, but
To get you to the bird.
They could have took a metro.
I'm gonna be
could've
Stezo
been
petty, but imagine how far that sounds to a nigga on 43rd.
Right.
130,
I mean,
130th.
Hold on, check this out. Cause like I used to be down on the block, and so like used to be out there talking. I lived in Aurora at the time, and so like Moses talking to me, and they be like, "Man, when next time you come back down here?" And I be looking, I'm like, "What you mean down here?" I'm like, "Nigga, I can go make a run now. I'll be back in about 2 hours. Like, stop tripping. I would get that. I would come back." Man, you know, next time you come back down here, I can look at my man like this nigga keep saying down here, like I'm fucking from, you know what I'm saying?
From Memphis.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I don't know, man. I'll probably be back down here in about, I don't know, a week. I mean, fuck it. I'm going to roll with it. Since,
Yeah.
Like, I remember I told him off down. I said, man.
You have to realize most people, and not just out of regular, just hoods, just people in their neighborhoods, period, don't really go out their zip codes.
I mean,
it's their safe zone.
I mean, I get that. I got my safe zone too, but goddamn the hell. I mean, if you live in the state of Illinois, you got to at least know more of the cities.
You'd be surprised how many
Yeah.
niggas that lived, goddamn it, in Robert Taylor had never been downtown.
Hey, man, look.
I thought that, and I was the same way. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it.
Motherfuckers living on 22nd and State and still didn't go, goddamn it, to State and fucking Michigan. I mean, State and Madison.
Yeah.
I ain't know shit about out here in the hundreds about 1920.
Yeah.
About 1920.
I
I
mean,
ain't no shit.
Don't-
You couldn't tell me Dalton wasn't one of like the best fucking suburbs in the world.
don't get me wrong. Like I moved out here to
That's
the
in
suburbs.
University Park. What
but
the fuck
goddamn,
is that?
They're still
Yeah.
white people. Like when I first got out here to these suburban streets, like there were certain other surrounding suburbs. Like I moved to Dalton, but like you know what, we really shouldn't hang out in South Holland. We really shouldn't go to Lansing. You know what I mean? Like my first experience in Park Forest, goddamn, I went to jail for having tinted windows. I don't want to go back out there.
Right. That's,
I mean,
that's what I'm
so,
saying.
like,
The city is getting like that now. It's like a reversal.
I mean, it is. I mean, shit is out there fucked up. And like, I mean, in real talk, like I used to always think that, well, you know what? I'm gonna get to the city, safe zone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can pretty much, you know, run wild.
That was your thought back in the day.
I
Yeah.
mean, let your titties hang out. If,
See,
you know, if you got
honestly,
them.
being from the city, I never thought. I thought it was the other way around.
Shit.
For real?
Hell yeah. I thought in the city, man, you ain't want to get fucked with out there. Fuck that. You safe out because wasn't much going on out here, so the police would let you go past.
Let me ask you. You thought it was safer for the police or the people?
Both.
Because, see, I thought it was safer out here for the people. Like, I could come out here and do my thing. Like, I could come to the burbs, do my
And
thing,
relax,
act this,
right.
yeah, and be relaxed.
and-
Where in the city, I figured they knew the
lingo.
street.
They knew
Yeah,
lingo.
But
I
the poli-
couldn't do it.
But the police played a part in that too. I figured because it wasn't shit going on out here, they're not worried about me driving out here doing whatever.
Yeah, see, I kind of thought the police was just
However,
up on it yet out here.
However,
I
if
can
I'm
do my
driving
thing.
in the city and I see a car that says Chicago PD, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? And that was back then because I know they think everybody is up to no good.
And that's weird because, like, the irony in it, like, I would see the police in the city of Chicago and be like, damn, what up, nigga?
Nah.
I mean,
Yeah, I
real.
would, too.
Like, you see
Nah, I
see
ain't see
suburban.
that
like
shit.
once I got used to the
And-
burbs, it was like an opposite effect. I
mean,
don't know why.
Like on some real shit. I remember getting pulled over. I'm in a box Chevy with my man. We in the hundreds. Motherfuckers pull us over. Y'all got any guns and drugs? No, we got no guns and drugs. You sure you ain't got no guns and drugs? No, I ain't got no guns and drugs. Oh, y'all drinking though? Yeah, we drinking. You ain't got no guns and drugs? No, we good. All right. Get on your merry way.
Yeah, because out here in the burbs, you get pulled over with a beer in your lap. Get down on the ground. Tell me. It was just like the fucking total
that was
reversal.
opposite.
Because they
That
didn't
was-
have nothing to do out here.
See,
And that's
So
why I
they
felt the
used
city. Like out here, I never forget. In the city, the rule, you get pulled over with your beeper. Hey, press the two buttons. clear your cars. Burbs, you can do all that. They gonna grab your beeper, smash that shit, run over it. I mean, it was like a total opposite effect of the city when it came to policing. But on the street side, as far as the people, the citizens, I guess, it was the opposite. Like the citizens in the city, you walking down the street, you and your boy, y'all walking past bikes, motherfuckers in the city, hey, go get your bike.
Right.
Out here, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, we fine. This your bike? Yeah, you want to drive? You want to ride it? You gonna let me ride your bike?
Yeah.
Nigga don't know where I'm from.
Yeah.
See, yeah, that's
know what I'm
true.
saying?
'Cause that was like that on the Metro. I was like, so you just gonna fall asleep with your ticket right there, huh?
Yeah.
Nigga, you know what I
See?
mean? You know what I mean? People would be. First of all, you fall asleep on the train. That's fucking me up. However, you gonna fall asleep with your ticket just up here?
Man, hold on, Trey.
Man, give me that. I'm out of here.
The city of Chicago put an ordinance together that you can't fall asleep on the red line. You fall asleep on the red line, you subject to get ticketed.
Really?
For real?
Yeah, like real talk. This shit came together like years ago.
Damn.
Like you fall asleep on the red line, you fucked up. Like you're gonna get it if the cop walks past, you're gonna get a ticket for
Well,
being
that's
asleep.
that's
Supposed to be for your
because
safety.
not safety and because remember at one point homeless people were like living basically on the red line, so that was
okay.
what that was for
I'm
the
saying,
curb.
but
That
if you in your pantsuit,
no,
you
you
got that-
you
you done
can
took a
fall
nappy nap.
asleep. You can fall asleep.
No, you can't.
Yes, yeah, I've fallen asleep.
No, I don't know if you can, because I would see it
I mean,
as
you
they
don't
want you to be
want
safe.
to,
They want you to be
right,
safe.
you-
Yeah.
yeah.
Niggas, I tell you what, like I remember I was drunk. I had left Sirius. Shout out to Sirius.
Shout out to Series.
What's serious? Educate me.
It's the bar and the Board of Trade.
Yeah,
Oh.
and they still free porn.
Meet me down there one Friday.
Yeah,
We gonna have
it
a
is the
great-
best. It's the best ever.
High five.
It is the best
I'm
ever.
sorry. Man law.
That was a woman, and like we talking about Sirius. They give you a to-go cup. Or you say, let
No.
me get a to-go
That
cup.
half five was, I don't know.
Whatever.
Might get it. All right, not a 40, but a 20 seconds.
Get something,
woman.
goddamn.
But no, hey, Sirius, best bar ever. Downtown.
Yeah.
You need to go at least one time. I've taken
Yeah.
several people there, changed their life.
First of all, it's you know what it is. I don't know if y'all ever been, but it's the downtown Odyssey, cause they pour it like the Odyssey.
I've been to the Odyssey.
Series pour like the Odyssey.
I used to work in that building.
Man,
Tequila sunrises for motherfucking lunch. Go back to work hammer.
Well, I
for
work.
lunch.
work
Listen to him.
That's how it is. You work
Listen
for
to
that
him. For
motherfucking
lunch, he got
BLT.
tequila in the
It's the Board of
sunrise.
Trade, and like I go down there with a trade. I'm like, man, let's go down and have some lunch. Okay. So you want something to drink? Yeah, fuck. Let me get a tequila sunrise. One. And you gonna go back to work like I thought I ate. Like,
Yeah, it's a big.
damn.
And let me ask y'all a question, with this whole new Chicago, do you ever wonder why they never fuck with downtown, or do you already know because you're a Chicago citizen?
What you
And what
mean
I mean by
fuck
that, like the red light cameras, you have none downtown. Think about that.
Well, first off, I think that all the municipal cars that be running all them shit.
But
is why
they,
didn't put those there.
you breaking the law, pay the fucking $100.
But again, of the municipal cars that's running through that shit, they're not going
And the
to get the
buses.
money. They're not-
Yeah.
Okay,
they never see
pay the
money.
$100.
Like, and not to change your subject, no shit. So, like, true story. I was in the back of a police car. I was being transported, and we go through a toll booth. And like, I remember sitting in the car, and like the guy started arguing with the toll booth. They're like, "Dude, I'm the fucking police. Why the fuck I got to pay a toll?" She said, "You're not a state police.
Right.
You're a
For real?
local guy, and pay this toll."
Damn.
I'm sitting
Yeah.
in the backseat giggling, like, "Ha ha, you got bitch."
Because
Yeah.
first of all, it's supposed to be I'm surprised they even transported you across. Yeah.
Oh no, it was local. I was coming from Blue Eye in the Lansing.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like,
And also, they'd probably be able to fight a lot of them because the people that walk downtown through the streets.
right. It'll be.
You'll be
But still, I don't get no fuck. I say be fair around the
The only
board.
people they fuck with is motherfuckers like FedEx, UPS, because they double part. But FedEx, they pay that shit
Yeah.
because they got to deliver that shit. But nah, putting a red light camera and shit, because then you going to be like, do that traffic, that fucking light flash, you going to cause an
I don't get no
accident.
fuck.
No.
That shit happen
But that's
everywhere.
going to be on them. and then you fucking around motherfuckers saying ain't paying the shit, I'm suing the city because of this, and it's not worth it for them.
The whole conspiracy because they
will
have them downtown, but they're more like
the outskirts,
like
but,
Ohio.
But they will put them
all. But
they will go into a fucking lot and ticket your shit though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They'll do that shit. They go into lot. They go into garages.
They can only go into city lots. They can't go into a private owned lot and get you.
You sure?
I'm positive. Trust me.
How many fucking private lots is out there though?
That's a good question.
All the ones I park at. I used to be on the boo list. And motherfucking like, hey, park it where you know you park it. Wash it wise here, and I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? I'm only here for a couple of hours. Keep it safe.
No, I'm just saying that because I just feel like they know what they doing. I mean, you don't fuck with downtown because they may fight. You fuck with the little inner cities because they ain't got the education to fight.
And you know the north side.
Well, but again, like, see the downtown shit. I think they hit you at where you pull up, you picking up a motherfucker in front of a building, and some traffic cop then walked up and said, "Hey, this is a no standing, no parking zone." You say, "Man, I'm waiting on the motherfucker."
And they will write that ticket right there. So they still getting their money.
So, but I got to counteract to that because it's a true story. I'm picking up my man's, and like I'm sitting on the side. This motherfucker rolled up, jumped out the Impala. He said, "Man, let me get your license." And motherfucker, I said, "For what?" He said, "Cause you in a no standing, no parking zone."
Were you at the Daily Center?
Yeah.
Cause that's where they get everybody. It's a tree just to stand out there and they get them motherfuckers.
And I tell the motherfucker, I say, "Man, I'm not giving you nothing." So I started rolling my window up. The nigga put his hand on my window like, "Nah, you ain't gonna roll the window up." Dude, really? You touching my Look, no. So like, the motherfucker walked off, wrote the ticket, sent it in the mail.
Oh yeah, as you drive off, they are writing the plate.
Yeah.
Cool. So I say, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna take care of this shit. I go down to the building. Oh, this is not even in the system. My bet it ain't. Thank you. And I walked out.
Yeah, but they just imagine how many they got like that.
I mean, hey, so there's a sucker out there for everybody.
And who gets that free money?
Thank you.
That's what I want to know.
I do too. Because I mean, they get a lot of free money.
My rule still stands that if you ain't see me do it, I mean, I get the whole camera thing, but I need a physical officer to tell me that I broke the law. Like, real talk. I mean, the whole speed camera and motherfucking, like, I get the whole, red light, turn on red type shit. And I got hit with turning left marks.
All right, so how do y'all feel about this new, shit, what's the word? I guess we talked about it, moving black and brown out of neighborhoods to make way for the people with money.
Gentrification.
That's not the word we're looking for.
Yeah.
It's what it's like that. But
it's on the same level as gentrification.
It's what you mean, but
but it's another term because it's happening in Baltimore. It's happening in parts of Los Angeles, but I can't.
It's basically the same thing.
Now, so check this out. Like, to ask this, do you guys think it's bad of what they're doing?
I think their tactics are bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said their tactics. Now, it's not like they came knock on your door and said, "Nigga, I need you out by Friday. Here's a 5-day notice." Now they came.
Some have went through that.
Yeah, but that's because they prolong the process. But they came to your door and said, "Here, we're going to offer you a goddamn 3 to 5 year plan."
No, it's only the prime real estate areas get that offer.
I mean, I get that.
The outskirts, they don't get that offer.
They still didn't say, "Man, we need you out in 5 days." Like they
yeah, but 5 days and 5 months is in a lot of people's mindset the same thing.
I get that, but when you start off me shit in the upwards of goddamn 2 to 3 times the value of what I'm living in.
Well, what if they don't?
What if they don't offer?
What if they
you
say
nothing?
We bought this shit because you fucked up and you didn't cross a T?
Well, technically,
and you got 5 months.
Of the words of what you just said, what did you just say? You fucked up. Meaning that I hadn't necessarily had to fuck up. So like,
right. So now you got 3 months to get out.
So one, I should have had a lawyer that probably looked this shit up before I signed anything.
Right. See, key word is should have.
Like,
but they know you didn't. They took advantage of your ignorance.
Dude came to your motherfucking door.
They took advantage of your ignorance.
I mean, well, some people are stupid.
I mean, yeah, but that's the thing though. When somebody come, like you gotta look at it like this.
I can't be mad at the system for a stupid person.
But you gotta look at it like this. Like, I never forget getting my first notice from the sheriff. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you have to leave this place. Nigga, I couldn't sleep. I mean, I couldn't just go to bed like this finna be the greatest rest ever. Cause the sheriff just knocked on my fucking door. When the IRS, when I had my first business, left that note in the
owe us?
right. Left a card. Call me now, not as soon as possible.
You
the
call
note said,
them
"Call
now."
me now." Right. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? This is the IRS. Like, you get that mindset. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, "Hey," because you didn't know. That fear sets in.
I mean, but again, obviously you was goddamn it feeling the way you had felt because you didn't know the process and know what you could do in your rights.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because you didn't know.
So now this your house. This is what you've been staying forever.
Again. So even bringing it back to that, if you don't know, then goddamn it, I'm not calling you stupid, but I mean at the first part that a motherfucker sent you an initial letter that said, you know what, this is what's happening, blah 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 blah.
No initial. They just come, knock on your door, ring the bell, saying we need this.
And
Okay, what if let's change that from the whole intimate domain thing. What if some young startup .com comes in and buys 3 brownstones on the block, turns their 3 stories, turn each one into a condo, whereas it sends your property value way up because of what they've done, and now you can't afford to live on your block because of your taxes have gone up.
Oh, that's a good one.
No. If that happens, that person that bought those brownstones, he got the okay from the people who really want this neighborhood to be a certain way. Because he didn't just do that on his own, or they would run him the fuck out.
They petition everything.
He did that under, somebody.
So you saying it goes back to you got to know your aldermen?
No. I mean, whoever when he bought
That's
that.
part of gentrification.
No, what I'm saying, no.
So you push people out.
No.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that person that's gonna do that, he's still gonna be. He had the permission from the people who originally wanted you out, so they still have their hand in it.
But isn't that the aldermen and
whoever it is?
But here, I got something for that. So like everybody always complains about bars and liquor stores, especially in the city of Chicago. So technically, they send around a petition because somebody has applied for a liquor license, and goddamn, you got the right to say you don't want this shit in your neighborhood. And half the time, a motherfucker thing is, random door knockers, and like, I'm not answering that shit. I'm not signing nothing. Or you at your local store, like, I'm not signing this shit. I don't know what the fuck dude's talking about.
So you saying there's no connect to the neighborhood because you don't care?
It's not that you don't care, but like for the person that's coming to you trying to
you're not informed, I should say.
Exactly. Like for the person that's trying to say, well, you know what, they're trying to open up a new liquor store right here, and the guy was out there with the petition because they were trying to get a new liquor license, and like you had an option to say, you know what, I don't want this in my neighborhood, but you just walk past, dude, like, you know what, I'm not signing nothing.
So how do you inform the people? That I guess that's my question. How do you inform the people?
But see, here's the part with that though. It's at the same end of it. Yeah, you don't listen to everybody's 5-minute spill on the street, but when the motherfucker say some shit of that, hey, we're opening up a liquor store, or we trying to open up a club in your neighborhood, you can petition this shit out. You didn't give a dude a chance to give his spiel. Like, you probably thought dude was trying to ask you for some money, so you said, no, I'm not interested, and you kept it pushing.
But let's be real, though. When it come down, if you got the money, you're going to get what you want done. Like, we saw all that shit happen with the factory. When the factory first started opening, them motherfuckers was on it. Hey, we don't want this, sign this. They was going door to door. I mean, they made a big push so the factory wouldn't be.
That was only one motherfucker.
But it was a motherfucker that was big enough to make noise.
Yeah, but he's a.
I mean, whatever he is. I mean, because I don't like him either. But I'm just saying.
But like, you call everybody else faggots and goddamn it, you know.
Nah, he's a cause.
Call him out.
I thought that had something to do with some church.
Yeah, that was Meeks. That was Meeks. That was Meeks. You know, he was on some bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? But he did it. See, because he did it. This is just me. This is Stezo speaking. I feel Meeks did it because he wasn't getting money. I don't think he did it on the whole, it's wrong. I think he did it on it's wrong because I ain't getting paid. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, he still did it. And he had the signatures, he had the people, and that shit still got open because they had the money.
Oh yeah, money.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying.
So it's kind of like money trumps it all.
Yeah, but like, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's like calling out the Jesse Jackson that speaks out. I mean, because we all know he gonna speak for everything. It's like,
except his child that he, had at
shit happens. So, but like, your man was out there trying to really push for some shit that goddamn here. I'm just trying to really make a name for myself. Like I already made a name for myself with this church, so I need to make another name for myself because I don't want this shit in my district neighborhood.
Right across the street from my church.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, technically, he was a nobody. Still is a nobody. One last time you heard dude.
But what I'm saying is, if you gotta have a somebody, then you saying you lost, regardless.
I mean, everybody needs a somebody.
Yeah, so I mean, so your shit is gone then. So your house, your property, your stores is gone because you don't have a somebody on your team to fight for you.
Well,
again, that goes back to money.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
no.
which
I
is-
mean, you can have money. I think you can have money, all the money in the world, but like you said, you still gotta have that somebody who could speak for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Gotta
gotta have
have
all
that
this
voice.
money. Somebody gotta know somebody. Like I could go and be like, man,
That can make shit happen.
Like I could say,
Money.
man, I want to buy all this property, and I got the money for it.
Benji.
Nobody's gonna sell it until I get that person who's respected in that neighborhood
Yeah.
to tell them I want
Benji
that.
knows everybody, and if you ain't got enough of them motherfuckers, like you're not gonna get what you want.
But that's my point. The people have no say then. Because the people don't have the money and the somebodies that they can call.
Exactly.
So the people have no
which
say.
leads to gentrification.
Yeah.
But at the same hand of it, and I don't want to be the angry guy over here, and I don't want to be guys disagreeing.
You sure?
Bro, but at the end of the day, if you put together your own personal coalition and goddamn, you make a stance for yourself. Like if they're trying to buy your block and like you done got everybody on the block and said we're not going to do this shit,
But you ain't got the somebody.
stand up.
Who the
You
somebody?
ain't got the money.
Or the money, right, or the money.
Let me read to you the definition of gentrification. Gentrification is a process of renovation, renovation and revival of deteriorated urban neighborhoods by influx of more affluent
Affluent is a
residents,
keyword.
right, which result in increased property values and the displacement of lower income families and small business. This is a common and controversial topic and practice in urban communities.
Yeah.
Again, still saying that of the process of all that happening, stand together as a people and make it happen.
But it's not gonna happen. See, what you asking is stand as a people. First, you gotta get the people. I mean, just think about what you saying. It gotta happen.
I mean,
it's like it's almost like saying we finna rebuild this car, and we ain't got the car.
I mean, but that's just stupid.
I'm just saying though. If I
No.
put a team together to rebuild a car, now I gotta find the car. I mean, like all that's not gonna happen when you only got 5 months to make it happen.
Actually, that's still doable. But of the definition that she just gave out, the definition she just gave of taking a deteriorating neighborhood, like they didn't say that they was taking the best neighborhood. They're not down there redoing Bronzeville.
Okay, so
they
what?
did.
No, they did it. But like this.
So what's a deteriorating neighborhood to you? What is a deteriorating neighborhood to you?
To me?
Because their definition is
Black and brown, period.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be basically you thinking deteriorated like some place where it's vacant lots, maybe Austin or something like that. No, their definition is any place where black and brown people live
actually,
that they feel is hot.
Again,
Look, Harlem is fucked up
again,
right now.
I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, if I roll down this block and goddamn it, if I see, goddamn it, I don't know, 8 vacant, boarded up houses, not including the vacant lots that was already there because the house has been torn down.
We're not
That's a
talking about
that's
we're
a
not talking about
deteriorating block.
one block
No,
that's got
but
8
I'm
vacant lots. We're talking about blocks that
No,
I've
no, no,
seen
but
happen
listen to what
on
I'm
47 that they came and basically pushed those people out. And then what they do is because the people that's already there, they have an issue, so they call the police
But how
and
did the
do
block look before they pushed them out?
it's
is
still
what
with
I'm at.
homes there. These people
Yeah.
still own their homes.
No.
They still own these good gray and brown stones.
So we want to say there's possibly what 20 houses per block, 10 on each side. Mm-hmm. Out of all the 20, were all of them occupied, or were they, or out of the 20, were there 15 occupied, and other 5 look suspect.
Well, that's still good.
It sure is, Remy.
15 out of 20.
That's a pretty high number, but I do believe there are a lot of blocks in the city that don't have the 15.
Yeah, I mean those I can
think
give you that, but
majority
15 out of
them
20
probably got a little under 50%. It's probably under 10.
So with that in mind,
But them ain't the blocks they going for.
I
Actually,
don't know.
They going
because-
for
they
full
going.
block.
go over there on 6th.
No, because what I'm saying is, we sit here and talk about it all day, but if you have 20 houses on a block and only 9 of them are occupied, it does make the block look real shitty.
Anybody cutting their grass over
Nobody's
there?
cutting
Now
grass.
we got a lie.
It
We got
does.
a burnt out house. We got some dope fiends living in the house. We got a raper living over here. Like I mean, you know
But
what?
I ain't talking about the people. I'm just saying it makes the block look
I'm just saying
terrible.
in overall though, like when you hear the stories on the news, like a motherfucker didn't go get raped in that goddamn $1 million house. They went and got raped in the building that's been boarded up, that's been habitated with motherfucking dope fiends for the last 6 months, and nobody has done nothing about it.
Again, that's not the block they coming after. They coming after the block with the gray stones and the brown stones because they know there's money in that property.
Yeah, we
right
talking about
there.
neighborhood blocks getting
Right.
taken.
We
But these-
exactly.
We talking about Grace. All of them are basically on the west side. Majority of them.
No.
It's a lot.
They're
Which
on
ones they going for on the south side?
47,
43rd.
Bronzeville, 43rd.
Well, they got that. What they going for now?
No, what I'm saying, but they got
Bronzeville
it, so they
is
had to start there.
Okay, I
Right,
got that.
and they just
But now,
moved
like we talk
to
about,
what?
like
Yeah.
Inglewood with the brick homes or whatever and stuff like that. They're coming after that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like he was just saying, these blocks do look poor because a lot of them are vacant.
Well, a lot of the houses and buildings that are vacant are not owned by black people.
Now I don't know who.
So,
I don't
why they
know
not
if there's
in-
a city.
in-
I don't
in-
Right,
know.
why not?
I don't-
They're not coming after
I don't-
them bogus
I don't know.
landlords.
Right.
I don't
but see,
know.
but even with that thought in mind, like of the shit of the whole eminent domain and all the shit that the motherfucker do, and this is the part of, again, it goes back to money, but the due diligence, like I mentioned it earlier, of going to buy a tax bill, seeing what's going on, find out what's happening in your community. Now, even if you ain't got the money to buy that property, find out what's going on in your community. You know what I mean? Like, find out if Bank of America own this shit right here. Goddamn it, put your block party together. Because, like, niggas don't do that shit no more. Put that team together. You know what? We need to contact Bank of America. Need to take better upkeep of this shit since they own.
Well,
I'm just saying. I mean, knowledge is power.
That's kind of a stretch.
no. I hear what he's saying.
I mean,
hear what you're saying.
if they did it, it would. But that's a
But
stretch.
again, but you got more faith in your people because it's goddamn it 9 houses and they should still stay here.
No. I think what you're saying is correct, but I think that needed to be done
way before.
beforehand.
Yeah, way
No,
before.
Like you can't do that with
Beforehand.
9 people now because, like you say, you throw a block party, who the fuck gonna come out?
Right now,
That's
if you got
first thing.
9 and you did it when it was just 3, all right. But yeah, it's too late to
it's
do
kind
it.
of. I get what you said. We should have been doing to keep it
Yeah.
flowing,
To-
but now.
Like of the shit, I'm not gonna say that the city of Chicago is corrupt. I mean, I don't live in the city, so I really don't give a fuck. But I'm not saying that the city of Chicago is corrupt. But at the end of the day, like the people themselves.
It's called Crook County.
I mean, but that's the whole county. That's just not Chicago. Like we're Skokie and all these Bolingbrook.
Yeah, but you know what Crook County
You
means.
know what
I know what it
Crook
means, but I'm
County
just
means.
Right,
saying.
you
But
know
you
what
just
Crook
can't
County
motherfucking name
means.
it like that. I mean,
Yeah, you
like
can.
no, you can't.
Yeah, you
But
can.
anyway, so hell, part of
Hey,
Schomburg is
if they
Cook
can
County.
say all black men don't take care of their kids and they did a whole
Well,
survey.
that's
No, I'm just saying if they can do it, we can do it. I'm just saying if they can do it, we can do it too.
But-
Back to
falls to
your
stereotypes?
point. Back to your
I don't know.
point.
He fucked me up.
Yeah, I talk about child support.
No, I'm just saying if they can, bring everybody
Right,
into
then we
one
can-
group as one, we can do it too.
Put Chicago on.
Crook County is
I
Chicago.
mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we all agree that money dictates the power.
Yeah.
Now, at the
Dictates
same hand,
and
at
make
the same
that shit
hand
happen.
of having the money that dictates the power, goddamn it, knowledge also dictates your power. I think.
But see, okay, and I agree with that. 'Cause, I love knowledge. My thing is this. Don't expect me to know the law and you only giving me 3 months. Now, if I've been in this area, of learning the law, okay, but you can't go to a 76-year-old woman's
And expect her to know
property.
what you don't know.
Yeah, you can't do that.
But see, but no, I like that you referenced the 76-year-old because 9 times out of 10, if there's a 76-year-old out here, goddamn, there's probably her 25-year-old granddaughter.
And you
smart
think
as
no,
shit.
you think she's smart. What if she fucked up and left the state?
Okay, well, goddamn, she has a 37-year-old goddamn niece,
And you think
that's
she's
smart
still in the
as
state,
shit.
right? And
But
you think she's smart.
my
his point
point
is somebody like we were speaking early. The younger person in that older person life gonna have to somewhat kind of convince
we
to
expect
let them
that.
know what's going on.
But we expect that there is somebody young in their life.
We're black, and if you came from that family.
Mm-hmm.
If you came from that family that's rooted in a particular neighborhood of Inglewood, like you probably really got that shit. Like real talk. Like if your family is rooted down in Inglewood and like you that grandma got that granddaughter that go over there every Sunday. And
Right,
she
but why
still
do
make Sunday dinners?
But why do we still expect that the grandmother has these educated in law in Chicago law?
She doesn't necessarily have to
Siblings.
be a college graduate. The point is,
So the point is, you still expect her to know the law.
No,
Right.
No, it's
Why
not
do we
even the
expect
law.
y'all saying?
No. It's not the law. Just let her know what they're doing.
But why
It's
expect
not
that?
really
why
like-
expect
she
that?
gonna
though?
expect that.
I wouldn't.
How would she know if she doesn't live there?
Well, first off,
Yeah.
you know
No,
what's going on
I
with
mean,
grandma's
you
house
don't
because,
live there, but you
goddamn it,
know what's going on. I don't live there, but I got an idea what's going on.
I mean, first off, goddamn hell, now you telling me that we all walk around with blinders on?
Yeah, you
And we
can't-
gotta
Yes,
be-
we are.
No, we
No.
don't. Like
No.
you're lying. You're definitely a person that definitely don't walk around with no blinders on.
You're delusional if you
No.
don't think people just come to visit and go the fuck on home.
We're not saying that. We're not.
They don't
saying
all
that.
care about their
Listen.
family.
Right.
No.
But
Again, but
not
we're
to
not,
even know.
we're not
What
talking
do
to that niece or
What do
grandchild.
you
We're
supposed
talking
to know if,
You are
if they
talking
ain't
to
telling you?
to the selected few.
So again-
the selected few are not the very.
So why can't we? So why even of having this conversation, like the selected few can't get their credit?
No,
Because I'm
they
pretty
can,
sure-
but they like one out of every 19 or every 25.
Nah. It's
don't
just,
think-
you speaking of the one who actually takes action. Other people do.
I'm just
know.
saying the ones that got knowledge.
No, because I've never lived in Bronzeville, but I knew what the fuck was going on before they even developed that shit.
Okay, now you know what's going on. So let's say you have family down there.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do to help them?
If I had a 76-year-old grandmother
Yeah.
who was in that situation,
How much
I would
money
sit
y'all
there
pay?
and go and explain to her what was going on.
Right
in my
now,
eyes.
Right now, in your eyes. Now, are you honestly saying that you think on her block it's 10? It's 10. 76 on her block. Are you saying that out of the 10 on that block, that you're gonna go to each and every one of them?
No,
or you
no,
expect
no.
that
What?
her family is gonna do it?
No, I
And
don't.
do you think her family gonna do it?
No, that's what I said.
But no.
Wait, hold on. I get what you're saying, but where we were coming at was you were saying that no one knew it. We're not saying.
I'm saying the numbers don't know.
No, I said the people that take the action may be very minimal, but you're not going to sit up here and tell me that.
But
these
if they're
people do not
very
know.
minimal, you're showing we have a max.
Hell no.
If the minimum are the only ones who's doing it, the
Nope.
max are going to suffer.
I can't agree with you right now.
No, there are. They are going to suffer.
You gonna save
But
one out of
you can't
9.
say they didn't know. You can't say they didn't know. They
I can
just
say
didn't
as
take
the
action.
majority they didn't know.
They just didn't take.
No,
They
no.
knew.
You just
So
said
hold
as a
on.
minimum
Hold
gonna
on,
know.
hold on.
They know. The
Can I-
minimum took action. That
Right.
would be me.
Can we
Yeah,
just
that's
pause
it.
for the cause for a
But
second?
the other people that didn't take action, they did know. They just didn't take action. That's what I'm saying.
So
I
I
don't
want to
think so.
reflect back on something you just said.
Uh,
So, like, we're talking about the grandma that has been there since 1974.
Mhm.
And we're talking about the...
no, she's 74 or whatever.
No, she's been there
It
since
don't matter.
19
Right.
Just say the
So-
grandma.
So, she's been there. And we're talking about the niece or grandchild or whoever. And so the fact that, like, a word was just mentioned that they're not going to educate or tell the next person next door.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, so you telling me that since I've been living on this block since 74 that I don't know these niggas? That I'm not going to share the information?
Okay, I agree with you on that. But the grandma that has no fucking siblings, no fucking kids, she's relying on you.
Well, technically, she's probably need to just get the fuck out anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. See
She
how you
probably
just
she probably need to get to a home. She ain't got
you
no-
just
she ain't got
eliminated
no-
her right there.
I
You
mean,
just
I'm saying, why she need this house by herself?
Because it's her.
right. Come
You
on,
gonna
man.
You live in your house.
Well, that's
but-
that's
We
a totally
paying you- we're
different.
paying
No,
you
but
for
no,
the house.
I'm just trying to show the scenario of we keep going off the gratitude and the beauty of she has siblings who had kids to educate her. Everybody ain't got it.
No, but see, I think when you saying education, in my opinion, I think when you're saying educate them, you're thinking that this person has to know the law from word verbatim.
No. Not just law. I'm just saying enough to help her.
No, I'm speaking on enough to help her is letting her know what the hell they're doing or having an idea what they're doing, because at the time your grandmother is stubborn. This is how she has a pride issue, and I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, if you're going over there, like you said, you're going over there every Sunday or whatever, you're probably just like, hey, whatever happens, happens. Now, a lot of us do have that attitude, I will give you.
But you're also basing that on having grandkids or whatever it is.
Whomever.
You basing it on somebody having the knowledge or even the motherfucking hindsight to know shit is going on.
I don't think you're giving us enough credit on that one.
But see,
No, I can't give us credit because it's happening.
We got Google and Bing.
I'm not even speaking of that.
Right, because you can't go that route.
Fuck the internet.
You can't go that route.
Fuck the internet.
Yeah.
I could go on a block once a week for a year, and I could tell you if this block is improving or if this block going down. That's my point.
True. Okay, let me give y'all a scenario. You know what I'm saying? Just us. We not doing education as far as degrees or nothing. You know your grandmother because she's your grandmother. I'm trying to be real basic. You go to her house like crazy. You see what's going on. You talking to her like, hey, grandma, shit going on around here. You know something? We not even going to do regentrification. We just going to say, grandma, neighborhood getting bad. You know what I'm saying? They breaking in houses. I'm seeing these gangs pop up. Grandma, I know about gangs, grandma. I know how I see the fucking hypes over there, grandma. You need to move.
And you know what grandma go say? I've watched the neighborhood come and go.
But that's not the argument, though. That's not the argument.
No, what I'm saying is she's going to state, like Nola said. You know what I'm saying?
But,
baby. Now,
hold on.
Hold on. Now,
I got a couple of grandmas out there.
No, we're not talking about a couple. I'm just talking about this situation.
I understand.
Now,
but again,
you come to grandma and tell her, grandma, this is the system trying to buy this to do that because they want you out. And grandma not hearing all that.
But that's not the question. We understand that grandma is stubborn and she's in her way. The thing we're saying is don't make it seem as if we're not knowledgeable.
No, what I'm saying is we are.
That's all I'm saying.
But that's like
just that 1 out of 10 take action.
Yeah. So the other 9 that don't, those are the ones who get hit over the head.
Knowledgeable of what's going on.
I don't think all of them are.
They just don't know the law verbatim, but they know that the neighborhood is going bad.
But that's how they see it. Neighborhood's going bad. She don't see that. No, the city and the state got shit planned for you.
We got grandma stuff. We got
it.
Yeah,
but see,
that's what I'm saying. But she don't see the big plan.
Right, we got that.
She just see it as the neighborhood changing. Hell yeah, we see it.
That's when we have to do that.
At the end of the day, and I do firmly believe because of a situation I was in, like I was telling motherfucker, like, you know what, you need to get the fuck out of here because like this isn't you no more. Like you necessarily ain't got to go to a home. You can even come live with us. But this shit here got to change.
And what happened?
It changed.
No, I'm saying with them. What happened with them?
Oh, well, I mean, like the house was deteriorating. It was in a bad neighborhood. And, I mean, that it was in Inglewood.
Yeah.
It was...
No, but the people that you telling this to, where did they go?
Chatham for now.
Actually, China is pretty good.
No, fuck that. That's some shit.
We go
Inglewood.
We go to, what's that other neighborhood?
Gresham. Go next door.
Ain't in Chatham, Gresham?
No. The Hundreds. What they call it?
Rose. Let's go there.
Inglewood.
63rd in like Walcott or some shit.
So where she go? What happened with he or she? What they do?
Move the motherfucker to the suburbs. Change their whole life because
did she die soon after that? Because you moved her? I'm being serious with that question.
I know. Like she's still prosperous and motherfucking will kick you in your ass for saying that.
But my point, you made my point. Y'all had to take that. Y'all the youngins. Y'all had to make
that move for her.
Yeah. So the ones who don't have the youngins,
she was stubborn in her way.
So the ones who don't have the youngins, what do they do?
And
you're speaking of the ones who don't have.
Yeah. I mean, just because they old don't mean that they was loved. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, which is true.
So every older,
I guess in that sense, if you I mean, that's kind of a fucked up situation. I really don't have an answer for that.
And I don't neither. But that's my point. It's like you can't have an answer for it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you just hope and pray that they got some youngins.
That, or you hope and pray that your stubborn grandmother say, "Hey, you want to talk to Gloria?" Because that's the name. And she Gladys or some
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you get stuck. Like I told y'all the story about my great, my great auntie. Like everybody on that block wasn't
because
on that.
Because I do believe this though. I do believe if you have those older people that's been in their homes for years and years, and you go talk to your grandmother, and your grandmother not really trying to hear it, she may talk to her next door neighbor, and they kind of will listen to each other.
They will.
So they may listen to each other based off what you're saying, and who knows,
Yeah.
They may
but
do
you
that,
know,
and you lucky if that happens.
Not trying to be funny, but women,
right?
Women don't, they don't like her. I don't like Nessie because. No, I'm just saying, back in 1960, Nessie tried to holler at Rufus, and they ain't been cool ever since.
Yeah.
So she not gonna tell Nessie about what's going on.
Yeah, as far as that, I mean that's probably the best way you're gonna get to somebody who doesn't have them. The granddaughter who's worried about it.
And that goes, to my point, I don't know if y'all will. I know y'all have. The whole, what was it? The guy in New York who filmed Freddie Gray getting choked out, he's going to jail now.
For 4 years.
4 years.
For not calling the police?
No. They basically harassed this man.
Yeah, like ever since he filmed him, because they wanted the tape. They wanted, no.
Give them the tape? I mean, I don't know why he went to jail in the first place.
He went to jail for a bunch of shit. Basically, they just hawked him. Yeah, the dude that filmed him, they hawked him. And if he jaywalked,
they got
max. You know what I'm saying? That's how they did him. Now, my point is this. I've always said this is why you don't have the big team coming together, because all these so-called black powerful people in these positions, I feel somebody should have came down and represented him.
Yeah. To
you know what I'm saying?
Max.
So when he going before the judges, and they just said no. My client. We watch all the TV shows. Pro bono is my new word. You know what I'm saying? So somebody should have repped him, but they didn't. Now he going to jail, and basically he's going to jail because he filmed Freddie Gray. He didn't give the police the tape when they asked for it. He released it online. And his life been hell ever since. So it's kind of like we don't have that backbone, that structure to protect us when we do the right thing, quotes. You know what I'm saying? So if we ain't got that in that situation, I don't expect us to have it in this reunification situation. I just don't.
Like, for what you just said, I don't think it's that. It's not about not having it. Like, you talking about going up against one of the biggest gangs out here, and like
Cochran did it.
You can fuck your life up, and
Cochran did it.
Fuck up everybody else's life.
Cochran did it.
You see where he is today.
But that's my point. Where's the next one? If you ain't got that, motherfuckers ain't standing up. I'm just saying.
I get that. I mean, like, it's one thing going against the system, but like you brought the police into the situation.
Don't matter.
It does matter.
No, it don't matter, because if you the next time you tell me how come such and such didn't stand up and come forward, I'm gonna bring this up.
There's a difference of going up against the police. Just like, goddamn it,
Cochran did it.
Barack Obama can't come out.
I'm just saying
he can't come out and say, "Goddamn, yeah, all you."
We ain't. No, don't go that far.
No. I mean,
we're going here.
No, but we're talking about police. Period.
No, we're talking about stepping forward to help. That's all I'm saying. Just
y'all
help.
Talking about police, right?
No, I say just help. Help him out. He has no money. Y'all, everybody saw what was happening with dude.
He could have had somebody could have got him a
right.
Good
he didn't release the tape. He started everything he did. Remy, they came at him.
I mean, I didn't. I don't.
I mean. Okay. Let me.
Do you think nobody of power and of color came to his defense because they were afraid what could happen to them?
I feel nobody came to power because they felt you take care of that.
Him personally?
Yeah. I really do.
I would think it'd be more because they're afraid of the backlash they would get.
I would think, though, some good Jew, it wouldn't affect them. So you could have took that case pro bono
But why I gotta be a
But
Jew?
a Jew
No,
not
My
gonna-
point is, why I gotta be one? Why
Right,
can't be one of
he's
us?
speaking of someone of
I'm
color
just saying
taking care
us.
of him.
Why we can't step up? Why somebody else? Like we keep talking this Black Lives Matter, nigga. Why do we have to?
Well,
if you got to
I mean,
keep waiting on them,
Well, shit,
then
dude,
you they
Puerto
bitch.
Rican. Shit, Puerto Ricans didn't step up then.
I mean,
Oh, I thought he was black.
anybody.
no.
Anybody. Because
But you just
he
said
filmed.
then,
No,
why did you?
he filmed Eddie Gray getting killed. He filmed a
Right.
black man getting
He
killed.
did.
Right. So
Oh,
why
you
do we got to
saying-
step back and let somebody else? Why we can't? Last time I checked, all them fucking posts on Facebook when they showing all
the
these
dude that
lawyers
filmed it was who?
graduating.
He was
Huh?
Puerto
It
Rican.
was breaking.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he filmed a black man getting choked out for selling loose squares. So
You
it's
know,
like,
hell, the Ricans, like, you know, the class ranking, like, we like neck and neck with these niggas. I think they might be.
but I'm
under
just
us,
saying though,
technically. I mean,
how
I'm just
come
saying.
nobody stepped up? So if nobody
Well,
stepped
do
up, don't
we-
look at
But
us
we
to
let
do
the
shit.
Mexicans take us over now.
Do we even know that no one stepped up?
He's going to jail.
Well, he's going to jail for other charges.
That stemmed from him filming dude. This dude has been
So
in and out of court
so
ever
you
since
make-
that.
so
So
you
if he
basically-
got caught with a pistol. that's
No,
still
not if.
So basically,
This motherfucker been in court since that fucking case.
what
He has. They have been bothering him.
Right.
so you basically
He's
going to
saying
jail for?
you
He's
basically
going to jail
saying no.
for drugs.
He's
and-
basically,
That has nothing to do with Freddie.
but no.
But
They've been
bothering
following
him
him
since.
since Freddie Gray.
That, but goddamn it, obviously he was caught in the wrong.
It
because he
doesn't
was in
matter.
possession
It's easy to
of
get
illegal
caught if
shit.
you got 24-hour surveillance on you by police.
I mean,
And the only
I
reason-
get that, but you breaking the motherfucking law.
I'm looking at two.
Nah.
I'm looking at that two ways. No. I'm looking
You're
at.
breaking the law. And so if I got pulled over my motherfucking car right now for not having a tail light, and
All right, slow
I
down.
happen to be in the
Wait,
car
no,
with goddamn
slow down,
fucking
slow down.
kilo,
Slow down. Let's just say you got pulled over for a tail light, and the maximum offense is 2 years. But the
For a
minimum,
taillight.
but
for a tail. No, but listen.
But the minimum-
So when they go through my car, they find some.
no,
other shit.
stop there. But
No,
the minimum
you
for a
said
tail light.
Dude filmed somebody and he's going to jail for drugs. So it's the same scenario. I got pulled
No,
over
he
for a tail
filmed
light.
somebody damn near 2 years ago.
Exactly.
And they've
But
been
he's going to jail
fucking
for
with him
drugs.
since that.
for drugs.
Right, so he gets the max for
Drugs.
everything he do.
No. So basically,
Jaywalking,
Drugs.
weed,
Drugs.
shoplifting.
Drugs.
Hold up. It's basically seems
You
like,
white.
No.
You white.
No,
No,
hold
you
up.
white.
No, hold
You
up.
white.
Hold up. No.
You
Hold
white.
up.
You no.
No,
You
listen,
are white.
Listen.
Nigga, I know the motherfucking
The thing.
law.
Okay.
Right, the
thing
white
is-
law.
If I
No.
got motherfucking possession, I'm going to jail.
Yeah,
No.
white law.
Catch
You
me if
are.
you can.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
But if you white, you get off because going to jail might stunt your growth.
No, this the thing. Hey man, no. Here's the thing.
We see it all
Here's the
day.
thing. Stezo
I'm already
point, and I got Remy's point too. It seems like Stezo point is while he was doing all this minor shit before the drugs, why wasn't nobody coming out of color to come to defend him, saying my client is being harassed
Yeah.
by the police?
But they
hold up.
did.
Oh wait, that now I don't know.
No,
I
they don't know. They stated he's being harassed, but nobody said my client
Now
is being harassed.
But
Now-
she said somebody did come to his defense.
No, they didn't say my
Now
client.
Remy is more so saying, okay, I get that part, but at the end of the day, dude got caught doing some illegal shit. Your thing is, but he was under surveillance. It don't matter.
No, I know. I get that, but like again, my thing is this: he would have never been under surveillance
Tell me, dude.
if he did not
Tell me,
turn
dude,
in the
tell me,
tape.
dude went to jail for
No, hold on,
buying
hold
a
on.
fucking Hallmark car.
No, hold on. He
But
would
you
have.
tell me he go to jail for selling?
He
or
would have
for having
never.
drugs.
He would have never been under surveillance. He could have bought all the weed he wanted to smoke if he would have turned that tape in of Freddie Gray. Basically, they said, "Look, give me the tape because we know we're in trouble." And he said
You
no.
are right. You are correct.
That's all I'm saying.
You are correct, but at the same
No.
token, that's like me looking at you saying, "Well, damn, he knew he's under surveillance. Why would he sell dope?"
I
Or
mean,
have
no.
dope in his possession?
True.
I get
But
what
still,
you're saying.
he wouldn't have been. He wouldn't have been in so much trouble had he
No,
played
he wouldn't.
ball.
No, he wouldn't.
He
Exactly.
got caught with drugs. This has nothing to do with
Before
the tape.
that, he was already going to jail for other shit.
No, hell
Which is
no.
that's why I said
That's what I'm
that's when
saying.
somebody should have came.
This
in.
was the
It has
final
nothing to
straw
do with-
that got him to do time.
has nothing to do with the tape though.
It does.
He got caught with drugs.
No, he had no record until he filmed Freddie Gray.
The underline of him getting the big.
He had no police record until he filmed Freddie Gray.
Now, if you
Right,
were to
they
say
giving
dude,
him-
Right, so you keep saying all this other shit. No,
homicide, car accident, some shit he ain't turned into.
he can't go to jail for that, Remy. You can't say that. He
So,
can't go to jail for that.
He got caught with some dope on him.
I tell you what.
He
I
got
tell
caught
you
with
what.
dope.
I tell you what. Your
You lying.
life going good. Your life going.
with dope, nigga. I'm going to
You know what
jail.
y'all? You know what y'all?
Your life
argue?
going good. No. Your life going good. You had no speeding tickets, no nothing. I fuck around and get killed by the police, and you filmed it, and they come and tell you we need that tape, and you say no, and they tell you okay, your life finna be hell from now on.
Been there, done that.
Right? You telling me
Been there,
everything you go through when you don't turn your signal on to make a turn.
They right there.
That's harassment.
Right. When you park
Been
into
there-
a parking
been there, done
right.
that too.
When you park but now you're getting charged with time.
That's harassment.
Right. So they harass you on the regular.
I get
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
I
But
get
hold on,
that.
hold
I tell you,
on.
they'll never catch
Hold
me
on.
smoking a blunt
No,
with a
hold on.
motherfucking
I'm not done.
Bitch,
He
they
buys
that.
he buys less than enough to roll 2 blunts. And he gets 4 years for trafficking marijuana.
Well, technically.
No, stop.
no,
Stop
no,
the technical.
no.
Stop taking it.
What
That's
state
what
are
they
in?
charged him
No,
with.
what state are they in?
It doesn't
No,
matter.
actually, it does matter because, like, the weed laws are different in other states.
Okay,
Hold
I get
on,
that. I
cuz.
get that.
Like, you
now,
know, like
no.
down in
Hold on.
Atlanta, you will get the
we gotta
bus
wrap.
thrown at you for some
We gotta
a
wrap.
bag of weed.
Okay. For whatever it is. So what you're saying is a man get pulled over, and he has enough to roll, just enough to get 2 blunts. He should get 4 years in jail. You're saying yes, that's cool. That's the law. We're saying, I'm asking you, is that cool?
Do I believe that's right? No. Do I believe that laws
That's
are...
my point.
No. Do I believe that laws are different in other states? Yes, because I know
Fuck the law
them.
state. I'm just saying.
No,
I just asked you,
because that's
is
the
that
part.
cool?
That's the shit that played the part.
Is it cool? Is it cool?
No, it's not cool.
That's my point, and that's what we're saying. Had he not filmed Freddie Gray, he would have not gotten 4 years for this shit.
Which is true.
That's all I'm saying.
Basically, he's saying, do you think the tape is the reason he got the extent?
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
See, I think that may be somewhat
shit,
different.
We went too far.
Unless they giving other motherfuckers
And
4
they're not.
years
And
for
they're not.
What you say?
So
2
where's his
ounces or
people?
Whatever.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Now,
Where's the people
my
to come fight
thing,
that?
like you said, your people. My thing is, where's the people as far before the weed incident when he was getting harassed? I don't know how long of a time it was.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my main
So the
concern.
shit he went to jail for is definitely petty. It's definitely on the petty side. Now, and no.
And where did it extend from?
The tape.
Whatever. So
No, you can't say whatever, man.
It extended from the tape. But at the end of the day, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep reiterating this, that the laws are different in other states.
We
I don't
get
give
that.
a fuck if you get caught with a gram,
Look,
you get caught with 100 grams.
you ain't gotta keep going.
In some
Everybody
states,
agree on
they're
that.
going to put you under the bus.
We agree on that, and nobody's arguing that. So
he
you got to
got
argue
put
that.
under the bus.
No, he didn't get.
So your argument is, if he got put on the bus and tomorrow I got caught with the same thing, you think they'll put me under the bus?
In Illinois?
In New York?
No, in New York.
Yeah.
Oh,
You a lie.
If he feel that way,
Right. If you feel that way, you lying. I'm sorry, you lying.
Like, real talk, I don't know the weed laws in motherfucking New York.
I'm just saying though.
No. I'm big
No.
for real. I know the weed laws in Illinois. I can tell you about the ones in Indiana.
Okay,
and
but
I
that's not
know the ones in Atlanta. So
He would not.
That's not the point.
No,
We're
the point.
No, we're
It's the
asking
point.
you,
It's the
do
point
you
when I-
think
But we're in New
that
York.
he would get charged the same
Yes.
time as Freddie Gray?
Okay, that's
Yes.
all. it
No.
was.
No.
Yes.
All right.
Their laws state that you will.
Oh, okay.
So everybody else that didn't means what?
Who are we comparing them to? You got somebody else that had the same
The other-
amount?
the
Did
other
they get the same amount
8,500.
of time?
Yeah, the other
No.
8,500.
Have you already Googled this?
So it
Yes.
changed-
you got your research? Show me.
They got it.
No. You got your research.
No, hold on.
Show
Now
me.
we got to go to show me.
Show me.
No. I
see,
get.
that's
go
what
to
you
show
do.
me.
You
Yeah.
Say,
No,
let me
no.
prove it.
This-
Prove
Yeah.
it that it's some
Yeah.
other motherfuckers that had the same
Right.
amount of shit.
And my point is
They got
this.
less time.
My
Prove
point
it
is
now.
this. I got to
You can't
prove
prove
it.
it.
I got to prove it now to
But you
you.
can't prove it.
Okay, keep talking. Keep talking.
You can't prove it.
Right. I got to prove it to you, but you never have to prove to me that the police gave him extra time for the shit he did.
No. I can't prove nothing that I know nothing about.
But
well,
what I
research shit and come back.
What I can tell you is
I
that
can.
laws in different fucking states
Okay.
are different for possession of drugs. Like,
I'm
you
not
get-
saying
you
it's
get caught
not.
in Alaska with motherfucking alcohol.
You going everywhere
down.
else. You going everywhere
So, no,
else.
I'm not
You going everywhere
anywhere
else.
Nigga, prove what you're
Nobody's
talking about.
arguing about the laws.
But that's the thing.
We're not arguing about laws.
Because I think it did have something to do with the tape. But
Right.
if he proves it, that kind
You
of
think it got something to do with tape? You think it got something to do with tape? You
No, no,
think it
no, no, no,
got-
no.
I think
It
it got something to do with
Okay,
It does.
and that's cool.
We don't-
And that's
No,
cool.
He got caught with.
And that's
He
cool.
got caught
No,
and then those
no,
charges
no,
got dropped.
No.
Wait. Say it again. Because he probably
He
wants you to
got
prove
caught.
that too.
And those charges
What charges?
he spent 7 days in jail, and those drug charges got
So
dropped.
he's not in jail no more.
Yes, he is.
So why is
he
he in
has
jail?
to do 4 years.
So why is he in jail?
Because his arrest, they say, I'm reading the New York Post, picked up after he recorded what he recorded. And he's still suing
Yeah.
New York
No,
for
no, no,
$10
no,
million.
No, let her keep reading.
Yeah, but I have a question. You said the weed charges got dropped. So why is he still in jail? What?
She just read it. He's not in jail.
No,
He's been out.
He's in jail.
She said-
He's
Yeah,
in jail
now, but he's been out.
No,
He's been out.
that's not-
He's in jail now.
for 4 years.
Right, he's in
what?
jail
So
now
what is he in jail now for?
for the weed.
No, they
he's
got
not.
dropped.
Those charges got dropped.
Keep reading. I'm telling you what happened. The motherfucker sent the motherfucking meme out, him and his daughter.
26 times after Eric Gardner's, after that.
26, nigga.
26
That's random.
times.
No,
They got
no,
charged
no.
with 26
that's random.
I
felonies,
do believe-
and all of them got dropped.
I do believe
So
that's
26
So why is he in jail right now for 4 years? You still haven't answered the main question.
He's in jail for selling.
I
Because
got
they
Say
did
t-shirts. Say t-shirts.
that. No.
Say t-shirts, and that's some bullshit. Say motherfucking drugs. He got what he deserves.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, he did.
I hear him. I do hear where Remy's coming from. Now, up to the, like you said, the 26 times,
Oh, yeah, I
that is
forgot all about that.
That is harassment, and they fucking with him because of the tape.
But why is he in jail right now?
Now,
if all
hold up,
those other charges
man.
got dropped,
Hold up.
why is he in jail? Now, it was harassment that he had to keep going to fucking court. Because I've been there too. So, like, why is he locked up right now for 4 years? They dropped the weed charges, and the other 26 times they pulled this nigga
Hold
on.
on.
For
You probably-
selling what?
But-
Now, if you're telling me he was selling juju bags, a motherfucking penny candy, that's some
Nigga.
bullshit.
Now,
They telling
hold
me he
up,
was
hold
selling
up, hold up,
motherfucking
hold up.
cocaine,
You probably
No,
feel.
no,
Kilo,
Now I'm gonna
he
tell
got what
you.
he
Now I'm gonna
deserved.
tell you. I'm
Oh,
gonna tell you
my-
because I
Lord.
do this. I do. Because we don't.
this
No,
too.
no. Because we don't have all the facts right now. You are setting yourself up. If someone could say this man did not, someone else in New York did not get the full 4 years for
Yeah,
whatever
'cause
this
I-
dude.
I got 3
the
cases
charges
that he
were dropped.
didn't get
You know
it.
something, the charges were dropped.
But
So
Right.
now we on something.
I got
totally
3
different.
cases.
He said he went to jail for 4 years.
But,
fucking
okay.
weed. Charges were dropped.
No.
He said that-
Those
she
charges
said-
were not dropped. You
That's
not
what she said.
listening.
She did say they were dropped.
No.
The drug,
The
the weed
other-
charges.
the weed
but
case.
Right,
he
but he's-
he
So-
pled
so-
guilty to peddling heroin. That's what got him. But here's the thing.
But did
Why
No,
you dancing?
here's the
You sound
thing.
you look goofy to the
I
motherfucker.
look goofy because the nigga went to jail for selling drugs.
Biggs
But
is
they
out right
said
now
him-
for selling how much weed? Getting caught with how much weed?
Biggs had a good lawyer, Nick.
That's my point.
Hold on, church. He was selling heroin. He should have had a good lawyer too. Stash your money.
That's
fool.
my point. He has no right. You see,
Shit.
you said you feel
No.
right. You said you feel
No, hell no.
right.
Right. I got
right.
selling
I
heroin.
hear what he's saying. I hear what you're saying, but basically you both are going. You arguing two different parts. Because the thing is, he said if he got caught peddling drugs, he should get jail time. I do agree with that. Now, if you're saying was he harassed, yes, I agree with that.
That's all I'm saying.
But he was harassed.
Yeah.
And so the argument really isn't. Y'all turned it into he should be in jail. He shouldn't be in jail. My thing is for the extent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the max is for that, and I do believe if he got
We're
the
not
max,
talking about-
hold on. Regardless.
Heroin's
If
a different drug, nigga.
dude, you missing my fucking point. I ain't said it, so you gotta be missing it.
No, let him keep talking.
Listen,
you just be
what I'm
burying
saying-
yourself. You be
what-
burying
no.
yourself. I promise you, you do.
Listen, what I'm saying is,
I'm on point
let's
tonight.
just say in New York, the heroin thing for what he did, the max is 4 years. Let's just say.
For petty shit.
For whatever it is, the max is 4 years.
For petty shit.
But New York is known for giving people 2 years for
Leniency.
this. Now, if he got 4 years, that has to do something with that tape.
Yeah.
I will agree with
26
all I'm
times
saying.
getting
But-
pulled over.
But all that shit was dropped, as she said. The weed shit was dropped. My man's in jail for selling heroin. That has nothing to do with the motherfucking tape.
But yes, it does.
If he got 4
because
years.
he was being still harassed.
Right, he
And
was
they said-
targeted from the tape.
But they said that
But
it was
they
still,
didn't-
he still was targeted.
Right.
By
Okay, I
having
quit.
the,
You
they
guys
sent
are
an
right.
undercover cop.
Nigga, he got pulled over
Drug
20.
dealers are
But I don't know.
Drug
I don't
dealers
know
are
if I
cool,
call
it's
that
okay.
harassment
Wait, hold on.
because
He was not known as a drug dealer.
No, he wasn't.
but he did it. But he
No,
sold
he
it.
wouldn't get caught. See, listen.
But he sold
He got
it.
pulled
jail for
over.
selling heroin.
we try- we-
You
Right,
was a
but
drug
right,
dealer.
but he got, but they didn't know he wasn't on the radar. He wasn't on the radar.
Because he sells some
So-
weed.
so-
He wasn't on the
selling
radar.
weed, he ain't no
So
drug
it's
dealer.
safe. So it's
The
safe
nigga
to
that
say.
sells heroin?
So it's
Yeah,
safe to.
I'm convinced. I'm convinced.
Wait. So it's safe to
Emmett
say.
Till shouldn't have whistled,
Wait.
right?
So it's safe to say.
Emmett Till shouldn't have stuttered. Just say that right out loud.
So it's
Please,
safe,
I just got to hear it.
so it's safe to say.
Emmett Till should have kept his mouth. Please say it.
So we're saying it's safe to say
He should have
that-
known better for whistling at the white girl.
It's safe to say that he got harassed and
Got caught selling heroin.
the police got lucky.
26 times.
No. I'm talking about the heroin thing, the heroin, because they were harassing him and they said we finally got him.
On the
Is
27th time.
that the police fault being harassed, or are we giving him an out because he like, man, if I wasn't being harassed, y'all would never called me because I wasn't on the radar.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to take responsibility with the fuck
But he
you do.
wasn't, like you said, he wasn't on the radar.
Regardless, you got to take responsibility though.
He wasn't on the radar. He wasn't a drug dealer yet.
So you saying
He wasn't on the radar. So
he wasn't on the radar for selling drugs, but he was on the radar for
the only
under the tape.
reason they started following, harassing him was because of Freddie Gray.
Right, I
Eric
get
Garner.
that. And
That's all I'm saying. I mean,
right.
Eddie. I'm sorry,
and,
Eddie,
and I agree
Eric
with
Garner.
you, but he was on the radar for that, and they got lucky and said, "Oh, you nigga, you got this." It's kind of like we knowing you a drug dealer, and we saying we got this dope, and then they look and say, "Oh, hey, you got guns." You know what I'm saying? And then you like, nigga, you harassing me? No, nigga, and we just got lucky.
Nigga, you gonna be on my defense team.
Why? Why? No. Why would I be there? If they caught you with it, nigga, you need the max. You should get the max. You should get the
I'm
max.
pretty sure I will.
No, ain't no pretty sure. Make sure you do.
I'm
You just said, why were you doing that? You knew better.
Come on, cuz, like real talk.
The man is sitting there like my plan is working.
Exactly, he is.
He looking at both of them like, yeah.
In the streets, like there's a cause and effect for everything. Like you know what the fuck you doing? You want to be out there murdering people?
All right, let me ask you this, Remy. You've been doing your dirt for whatever. How long? I've been doing my dirt for how long? Now, no, I'm just don't know. No, I just said dirt. I said my dirt too.
I've been shooting myself
y'all
in the foot
go-
all
y'all
night.
go-
No.
Hand to hand.
Nah, for whatever reason,
For $5 pieces, nigga. Stop.
for whatever reason,
nigga.
some shit happened,
CC.
and you film me getting harassed and fucked up by the police. The police come to you. You've been doing your dirt for 15 years, no problems. Police come to you and say, I need that tape. You say, fuck that. I ain't turning it over. That's my brother. Fuck y'all. And you start getting pulled over 26 times.
I ain't gonna mean a lot to
No, hold on.
Stop driving out like the first.
No.
3
Right.
No, but
But-
they following you. They
Right, they-
literally
wherever you
on
go.
him. They had surveillance on
I've
him.
had that happen to me in my life already.
No, but we're talking about to the point where they have years.
So he got harassed.
I
We
had
agree
that-
with that.
No. I'm just saying
We agree
though.
with that.
Right, but again, this is Remy.
I've had.
He
this
can't
happen.
sit in the house. He works.
No, he's agreeing. He
Right,
agreed
but-
that he got harassed.
Yeah.
But no, all I'm saying is this. He works. He does his thing. He's never been on the radar. His first time getting popped with whatever, he gets the max. The max.
Well, technically, I got a great Jew.
No.
Well,
You have no great Jew.
Well,
But shit, that's their problem.
That's what I'm saying.
I
you
would
have no
think-
great Jew.
I would
I
think
got
that.
great Jew, nigga.
I
You
would
don't
think again, Remy wasn't on the radar, and he's on the radar now
Until-
because of the tape. But however, he's just not on the radar for what the fuck he's doing.
Right. Right.
Again,
But he's still
what
doing
he-
it.
But
Right,
But I got caught doing something. Now again, if you would have told me that my man had stole a Kit Kat,
We going to
out that
have
little
an hour and a half on this one. Come on, let's
If
keep
my
going.
man stole that little 25-cent Kit Kat out the shit and he got motherfucking 4 years, that's fucked up. This nigga got caught selling heroin. I don't give a fuck. We go call. He got caught selling weed.
No, all I'm saying
He
is
still
where's
got
his
motherfucking caught doing
but-
something illegal.
all I'm saying is where's his team
No,
before he got caught? Before he got caught. No, before he got caught selling heroin.
I thought
Where's his
Nola
legal
said-
team?
I thought Nola said that he did have representation at first, but they backed off him.
No, exactly.
He
But
had
where
some
is his
representation?
team?
You said he had something.
No, he had nothing. He was by himself.
But wait. So why am I backing you now? That you just got caught with heroin?
No, what? No, see.
Hold on, no.
Oh,
you
Lord.
saying
Keep
he
talking
have a
then.
team.
Keep talking.
So you got caught with heroin. Why the fuck am I'm the supreme black guy. Why is Jesse Jackson or Meeks or whoever the fuck coming to do they? Because he going to jail for heroin.
No, my thing is, if I'm that powerful guy like that, I'm down there for you for a tail light or you jaywalking XYZ
Why is
blah
he
blah
going-
blah.
why is he fucking
I
with
should
you
have
for
been
heroin?
there. No, hold up. I
We
ain't say-
before the heroin.
he should have been there.
26.
He had representation.
Remy.
Okay, I don't know
You
about
keep
him.
yelling.
Is that,
All right.
Excuse me. No.
All right, fuck it. I'm done. Y'all go ahead.
Didn't you say that he had
Before that, Remy. Before that.
before the heroin?
Before that, he got stopped 26 times.
So he had
All I'm saying is,
representation of
going back
26
to,
times,
no,
right?
he had none.
No.
No,
They just were dropping charges.
Right.
They would
Dropping
sit him in
charges.
jail for
Right.
a period of time.
All
and
I'm
then
saying
all of a
is,
sudden the charges would be dropped.
from the beginning, you will never have this whole team get
Nah, I
lifted
did.
if a motherfucker like him can get pulled over and he has no powerful lawyers behind him.
Okay, so
Don't
he
expect
did.
the regular motherfucker
All
to
of the
stand
times
up.
When he was,
I
no,
thought
they were
I
just-
did. I thought you did.
No.
read. I thought she did say he had represent.
Yeah, he had representation when he went to court for the
Harassment.
for the heroin charge.
Okay,
And
so he
then
didn't
those
have
times.
harassment.
Right.
Okay, so
Because
All the
yeah.
those
other
charges
shit-
were just
this
getting
man,
dropped.
this man has been begging for somebody
Yeah,
to get
he
his
has.
back.
He's
Been begging
But
on social media
But at the end of
and
the
main
day-
media.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, I understand the harassment. I get that. Don't nobody want to be harassed for shit. But of catching him. No, it could have been he got pulled off the 27th time, and for not having a license plate light.
Okay, Remy,
But when
all
they
I'm
got-
saying
when they-
is this.
No, listen. So when they got him the 27th time on some harassment shit, they actually found heroin in the car.
All I'm saying is this. I'm not knocking under that. All I'm saying is this. When the man came under fire and everybody saw
Was
it.
this about selling heroin?
Hold on. When the man
Was
came
this
under
about selling heroin?
Nigga, can I talk? Damn, ancient Remy. When the man came under
I don't like that. That's not
That's harassment.
I know why you don't like. I know. All right.
Just
But
say it all at once. Man. Just say Remy.
When the man came under fire because of the tape, all I'm saying is right there, as Black America, we don't have nobody behind us to stand up.
Hold on,
Correct.
man.
No, hold on. No,
Where
no.
nobody did.
Why we
Right.
gotta talk about the whole America? Why can't you just focus
No.
on this one guy?
No, because-
and his heroin
because-
charge.
He's not
Be-
he's talking about no one came to the brother defense.
I mean, I'm saying
Right, because-
he
no,
went to
because-
Black America.
no
because-
one in Black America came.
Came
It's
to
like
defense.
dude is Puerto Rican.
It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
nobody in Puerto Rico
He
came
filmed a black man getting killed. That's what I'm
But
saying.
he's still Puerto Rican.
It doesn't
Someone
matter.
someone still.
Like I don't even. That's not even trying to bring race into it. But dude is actually Puerto Rican.
It doesn't matter.
So why the
He
fuck Jesse
filmed.
Jackson got that? I mean,
Exactly. That-
he's not a prisoner of war.
No, that's my point.
Wait.
Why didn't
Whoa,
Jesse
whoa,
come
whoa, whoa.
forward?
I disagree with that because you're telling me if a black man filmed a white guy getting harassed, the white man shouldn't represent him. It should be the brother.
That's a good point. That's my point.
Yeah, I'm a racist. Yeah.
Okay.
I do believe
Okay,
that.
look, if you say that, I'll
believe
let it
that.
go.
I believe
But my point is
A black
he
on black,
filmed.
white on white. Like
He filmed-
But see, I'm black. I'm gonna have a Jew. That looks white.
Okay.
But he filmed a black man getting killed, and he knew it was wrong. And black people in power, whatever the education, lawyer degree, they did not step up and help him.
See, yeah, I disagree with that.
Before the heroin shit, they still didn't help him.
Because I do look at it like this. If you were able to go out there and march and say Eric Gardner, right? That's his name, right?
Yeah, I kept saying Freddie Gray.
He
Freddie
was
Gray
in
was
the-
Baltimore. My
Okay,
fault.
so if
I apologize.
Eric Gardner, if you were able to go out, fly to New York and protest and go see the mayor of New York
And they
say
did
this,
all
hold
that
up, hold
shit.
up, hold up. And you said all that shit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. No. If you were that black politician or leader or whatever, and you went and said blah 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 blah, you all are wrong, and then you know this guy's getting harassed, why do you then go to him?
And then you just leave.
You just leave him.
All right, nigga. Deuces.
If he was part of your cause.
Technically, they could have just stayed at home.
But no.
protested from the
But my
internet
point
and,
is,
contribute to his lawyer fund.
if you did that, I would have understood it. But
Right,
my
they
thing
did none
is,
of
you
that.
literally went out there, told the news this is bogus, and over here you like, yeah, I know my man getting harassed, but I'm not concerned on that.
I'm out. They left him hanging. And if you leave him hanging, don't expect the next motherfucker to step up.
Exactly.
You see what I'm
So
saying? I mean, for real.
I think that's foul.
I get that, but again,
But no, but what I'm saying is that's my whole point. Before the heroin charges, before all that, because remember, this shit's been going on for years.
I mean,
so before all that, nobody had his back. Nobody had his back to come to his defense and help him. Nobody started a let's help this man GoFundMe. Like when all these cops kill all these black motherfuckers, they do all this shit.
Huh?
Why I didn't do it?
Yeah.
That ain't in me. Bottom line, the same reason why you ain't do it. That ain't in you.
Well, I ain't know shit about it.
Exactly. That's not it. That's why I ain't
But
do
you
it.
know about it.
Now I know about
You know
it.
about the cause.
No, now I know about it. But
Something
then
go
I ain't
from
know
the
I ain't
day
know about that
Help
shit.
this nigga.
Yeah, bottom line.
But my point is, you telling me to help. I'm telling you to help. My point is, we are not going to help.
I can't.
So don't
help,
expect.
I can't help because he went to jail for heroin.
No, don't expect the next motherfucker to help. That's what I'm
He
saying.
went to jail for heroin.
So next time this shit happen,
That's not my man.
don't come to this black unity shit.
That's not my man's.
It don't
And
matter. See that's a great point. It's got to be your man's. See what I'm saying?
No, real talk. Because if
Yeah.
shit was happening to you, I got your back. Now, for a motherfucker that I don't know yet, if you were to start his GoFundMe page, I'll kick in on it. But at the end of the day,
Kicking in on GoFundMe is not having this
See,
back.
no,
But he went to
hold
jail
up,
for
hold
heroin.
up,
No, but no, we just talking
hold
about
up,
period
hold up,
before the
hold up.
heroin.
Jail for heroin.
Before the heroin. Let's
Hold
just
up,
say he
you-
didn't go to
you
jail for
said
that. You
you-
still.
But if he wasn't in
Right,
jail,
see what I'm saying?
But if he wasn't in
If he
jail,
my
we
man,
wouldn't
I
be-
got his
wait,
back.
But if he
That
wasn't
shit
in
don't
jail,
make
we wouldn't be
sense.
talking about this,
But
right?
no, but
If
hold
he
up.
wasn't in jail, we wouldn't be talking about
It
this.
can still
Yeah.
be talked about.
No, because
it
he
just
thought
wouldn't
he
be
kept
a
getting
big.
harassed.
He thought he went to jail for goddamn a blunt.
He kept getting
free reefer.
harassed.
But
So
went
we
to-
still been talking
but he
about
went
it.
to jail for heroin.
This has been news forever. Since the fucking shit happened. He's been in the news. But for whatever reason, we ain't paid no attention. That's my point. We paid no attention because they, powers that be, did not make it worthy. That's my point. You know what I'm saying?
But he went to jail for.
Right, now he did.
Beforehand, he speaks.
Right.
No, but-
26
but-
times
but
getting
he-
pulled
but
over.
Again, all charges dropped.
Still don't want to get harassed.
It don't matter. I don't want to get pulled over 26 times, nigga.
No one wants to get harassed.
26 times?
You know what he had gotten? He had gotten a black experience to be Puerto Rican. He got pulled over.
So that's justified?
Right. That's
Well,
no. That don't
man,
even make
man,
no.
hold on, cuz.
No. No.
I got pulled over every day. I pulled out my driveway.
Okay.
That don't matter. That
So why the
that
fuck
don't
does it
matter.
matter? That dude got harassed 26 times. If I tell you, I got pulled over every day.
Because-
I pulled out my driveway.
Because-
living in Dalton
Because you didn't get
every
pulled.
day. He used to be stretched out on the motherfucking
I
ground.
get it. Okay, can I talk?
Actually, you don't.
Can I talk? You didn't get pulled over because they told you to do something and you said, fuck you, I'm my own man. You got pulled over for the shit they thought or they probably knew you did.
Ain't that the same thing?
No.
Yeah.
He got pulled over because he didn't give him the
Ain't
tape.
that the same thing?
Well, no.
He
no.
didn't
It's
hand
just-
over a tape
when you
and he got
kept,
harassed.
when you kept getting pulled over, like I
different.
here's the difference right here. When you kept backing out your driveway in Dalton, why were you getting pulled over? I mean, why were you getting on the face on the pavement? Just tell me why.
Real talk.
Yeah, real talk.
Never had a clue.
Okay, that's your thing.
No.
So you just
No.
did it?
No, I'm gonna say this. I was known for stealing cars.
Okay. So
Okay,
that's what you-
then,
There's
nigga.
no
Oh,
weapon involved.
I just
with
asked.
that.
I just
No, we
asked-
said about
I just
weapons.
asked the question.
We said they had a reason. Their reason for him, right? But their
Okay.
reason for him because
Now
he
you-
filmed
now you-
something he didn't turn
Now
over.
you're doing something illegal.
Right.
Okay.
He did nothing illegal.
Now it's not cool that they harassed you, but you understand why they harassed you.
Yeah.
Okay. My man did nothing illegal. He was getting harassed.
Yeah.
Do you understand why they were harassing him?
Because he filmed the shit. I get that.
Okay, so that's
nothing
the point
illegal. That's what I'm saying.
I get his point, but at the end of the day, his argument is that I don't see why he got 4 years for some heroin.
No, my argument now in this last 5 minutes, because you said you got pulled out your drive-through.
That's what I was telling you.
And they pulled you over, had you face down. Nigga, you was doing dirt. Nigga, when I did dirt and got pulled over, nigga, I didn't say, why y'all doing this? I just said, ha.
But
you ain't get me today.
But you used to
because I knew I was doing dirt, nigga.
But you used the keyword.
You knew you was doing dirt.
But he went to jail for selling heroin. He got caught.
I'm talking about me and you right now. Don't sit up there and act like they pulled you out the driveway because you was pretty.
Let's ask this. Let's ask this because you did say we over. Because you said we over or whatnot. Let's just go around the table. Should the man be in jail right now?
Right now? No.
Should the man be in jail right now?
I don't think so.
Should the man be in jail right now?
Yeah.
I think he should.
I know y'all do. I already know y'all do.
No, because y'all don't want to play that card. But I'm saying, I think he should be in jail because of what he got caught with. Now, you can say it was harassment. Now
I don't think he should be in jail. If you're gonna say that, 4 years for selling a single serving of heroin, I don't think he should get 4 years.
That's what I was going to ask. I've been saying that.
How much was it that he had?
Hold up. That's what I've been saying all show. I've been saying now, if you're talking about the extent, that's another thing. But should he be in jail? Now, whatever they would give XYZ who didn't have a tape, he should be in jail for that amount of time. Now, I do agree with that. But if he got caught doing something illegal, he should be in jail.
So again,
if that's what it requires.
Again, I'm agreeing with everybody. I mean,
you ain't agreeing with me, nigga.
Nope.
I believe you. But
well,
the first thing we agreed on tonight.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but I get that. But like, dude is in jail he got caught with heroin. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know the laws of New York.
You know what, Remy? I'm gonna agree with you when I say this, nigga. Don't inbox. Yes, I can do that because I'm listening and I'm learning. I agree with you. He got caught with the heroin. He should get charged. My only argument is he should not get charged with the max when you let everybody else off with a slap on the wrist.
But see, I get
the reason why I feel he's getting charged with the max.
It's because
right.
And he didn't turn it over.
Right,
but
because
at the end of the day,
there's no end of the day.
It is. It at the end of the day, we don't know the laws of New York when it comes to heroin.
You are that nigga, huh?
Ain't he though?
No, that's me.
I mean,
he should be in jail now.
No.
I agree on the jail.
Of going from state to state, you really got to know this shit.
No, he didn't leave state.
I got to research. Have to do with anything.
But he didn't leave state.
No,
he didn't leave state.
This show. What the fuck they got to do?
He didn't leave state.
He didn't. My type.
He didn't leave state. Right, he didn't leave state.
If you said it, nigga, you gotta take the 42.
I ain't saying that.
All right. So my point is,
still talking.
My point is, you're talking about what goes on state. We're not talking about different laws.
The motherfucking law. The law is what it is. I mean, if he got maxed out for some bullshit, bad system. If he caught that shit because of what he had, he didn't lose. I mean, like,
all right. You know what? On that note, we're gonna sign out. Remy is voting for Donald Trump.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Stezo's thought of the day.
All right, y'all. I want to take a second now to thank everybody for listening, for sharing us with your friends and co-workers. Also for the participation that's been tremendous in the Stezo Radio Facebook group. Yeah, they crazy as hell in there, but it's all in fun and everybody's been having a ball in there. I mean, that group has been just, I really can't put it into words. And no, I'm not trying to tease, because again, if you want to join the group, just send a request. We'll let you in. And shit, you join in. Also, for those who have been inboxing again about the sponsorship and the pricing, continue to do that. We're setting it up. We will be getting back to you. If you have a small business, no matter what it is, as long as it's legit and legal, just let us know what your goals are, and we'll get back in contact with you like we have everyone else, and we'll set it up from there. We're going to start that real hard and heavy around the holidays so you can get your name out there and get you some more customers. So again, just stay in tune with that. We are trying our best to get back to everyone as soon as possible. Some of y'all just don't bullshit and really don't want to, do what you got to do. I mean, we can't do it for you. We're not going to do everything for you. So meet us halfway at least. Damn. You're a businessman. Be a businessman.